there is a lockout going on currently, and I look back to 93, where you had a myriad of guys who did not play, and then you brought up Major League Baseball, minor league baseball players. And it had me thinking, because it reminds me so much of the NBA right now with the protocols, where it's a lot of guys coming in and out. I think that was a little bit before your time, but from some of your OGs that played when you entered the league, did they ever share with you what baseball was like in 93, 94 during the strike?
Well, yeah, you're right. It was before my time, but what I did find out is that like nobody liked it. It was bad for the game, guys that had to like cross over, become scabs and stuff like that. You had to make decisions on whether you wanted to do that or not, and be, looked upon as an outsider. And of course the fans didn't come, and they just a lot of money get lost. It wasn't good. So that's why you always see them to this day trying to like make sure it work or try to do whatever they can to avoid a lockout, because it's never good for anybody.
Yeah, it's not good. When you look at, I guess, some of the guys you mentor, how similar in their conversations now is similar to the conversations that guys were having back then?
Well, I mean, it's for the most part, guys just don't want to have to not play baseball. At the end of the day, it comes down to you just wanting to be able to play what you've been playing for as a kid. But we understand that a lot of things go with that, money's being made or however they want to divvy things out. Because that's what it comes down to, negotiations about things to have and whatnot, and who's making money and who's not. So once they all figure all that stuff out, pretty much guys just want to play, try to get, stuff worked out to where both sides are happy.
How disappointed are you that your Boston Red Sox won't dress and play next season as it looks now?
At the end of the day, like the players union, pretty sure they've all talked about, what I'm saying? Like they have their reasons why they won't play. And if they think that, the owners are making a lot of money and they not, sharing it or getting their portions of it, they just gonna make the decision to strike. So hopefully, like I said, they can come to some type of agreement to where both sides, work things out, because people want to see baseball. But, being a player, I understand they want to like get what they feel like they work. And sometimes, it'll look bad in the media, but, they have their reasons. And like I said, they usually come to terms for both sides.
In basketball, oftentimes in talking to different players, we talk about level of competitive nature. And oftentimes, players have told me stories of Kobe Bryant sucker punching somebody over $200. People have told me about the time that, Michael Jordan saying Anita Baker's giving you the best that I got while he torched him for 48 points. You talk about the Yankees. In your time playing, who was more of a competitive alpha between A-Rod and Derek Jeter?
Well, to be honest with you, I wasn't really too around either one of those guys to know who's the better competitor. From what I've heard, they both really highly competitive teams. But if I'm going to go with a competitor, I probably have to say Derek Jeter, because he embodied the whole Michael Jordan thing, he wanted to get championship after championship and stuff like that. So not being around both of those guys, I couldn't tell you personally, but just from the outside looking in, I'll have to go with Derek Jeter probably.
Who was probably your most competitive teammate that you've ever teamed up with?
My most competitive teammate by far is Dustin Pedroia. You know what I'm saying? This guy, he's ready for a game like 2-3 o'clock. He's already almost fully uniformed already. He's ready to go. I just never understood why, somebody had to be ready that early for a game. You know what I'm saying? But he always was ready. He brought his A game out every game. And, I respected him, especially by him being so little. You know what I'm saying? He really played like a big guy.
How competitive are we talking with you?
Oh, no, see, I'm competitive, like, as a sport guy competitive. I don't compete like gambling or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I hate to lose money, so I come from nothing. I ain't like losing like that. I feel like you just giving money away when you gamble.
That's real.
Yeah.
Sports betting ain't for you.
Yeah, it wasn't for me, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel it. The Dodgers.
Right.
You look at the LA area, the Rams, the Lakers, the Clippers, the Dodgers, they're all pretty competitive. What was the biggest difference for you playing in Boston, playing in Tampa, and then playing in Los Angeles? Did you feel that LA likes pressure, and how did you handle it?
I love LA, you know what I'm saying? I really just wish I could have stayed healthy, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like a real, like, it's the West Coast, so it's a little more laid back, but still with the hostility of a lot of fans, you know what I'm saying? All the tradition and stuff. So I handled it pretty good, I thought, until, I started to get hurt. But other than that, that's probably was the best place I had a lot of fun playing in.
Carl, I really admire your ability to reinvent yourself. After playing baseball, you went into managing, producing, and more. You have a couple artists in the new year that are slated to make some noise. Tell us, the viewers, what we can expect from you in 1501.
You can expect 2 songs that we're pushing. One called Drink Up. It's by my new artist named D-Raw. And he's a new artist out of Houston. We have another slow song. I jumped into the R&B side, and we have another song that we're pushing called Daddy by Original Martin. She's another female artist that I just signed to as well. So I'm just trying to build my new label up. As everybody know, if they don't know, I'm 1501 Entertainment. We have Megan Thee Stallion signed to our label, Erica Banks, the Buster Girl signed to our label, and we have like other artists that we are working with, that we're coming up with. So it was one of those things where I was, fortunate enough to be able to retire and instantly get to work, and I was, able to have some success in it.
How long did it take you? Because for some people who retire, to figure out what's the next steps, it may take 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Like, what was it that sparked your interest that said, I can do this?
Because I'm from Houston, where the culture here is already like a independent type of town, where I knew I had the blueprint to start an independent label. So I was already around the crowd and stuff like that. So I felt like I had the resources and the know-how. I knew the right people that can get me involved, and just had the confidence to do it. Took a chance.
You talk about Houston and you talk about Meg. How did y'all meet?
We met because a guy that was working with me at the time knew her manager, and we reached out to him and, introduced ourselves that way. Brought him over to the studio, met with her, and, the rest is history.
Anytime you and I speak about her, the blogs pick it up, so I'll be careful what I say.
Yeah, they go. Yeah, that's it is how I go.
But if I may, I will ask this question. She graduated college, right, and she has a Netflix special. How cool is that?
All of it is cool, you know what I'm saying? But it would have been cooler if we was all like getting along still, you know what I'm saying? Like really, things just, always went left. And we still don't really have a real reason why things went left, So everything is cool with her. Like I said, we wish her the best. And we just gonna keep pushing our thing, in 1501.
Do you see there being any type of resolution?
Hopefully we still in court right now. It's like, we still going to court about stuff, and I guess once that's over with, until that's over with, you don't have no chance. But hopefully at some point the court cases will be over with, and then you can just start to like move on with your life, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like we like stuck in this one little place.
What's up with your hometown team, brother?
We young, we rebuilding. You know what I'm saying? We just got some young talent. It's no worries. It'll take a couple of lost years to get our team right. You know what I'm saying? We got that kid that just be dunking all the time, and we're probably gonna get some good draft picks this year. And we're just gonna build in the future. 3-4 years from now, we're gonna be right back at the top.
Listen, man, when the baseball thing ended, he went into music producing and managing, and if the managing and producing thing, I have a feeling that acting could be in your future sometime.
Hey, I wouldn't mind it. I definitely want to get into television, TV, films. My artists, they all have a look, so I want to expand and do other stuff like that to where we can capitalize on their looks and stuff like that.